Hi, Leah, Rash, Hilltown Township. I actually have 3 of the surveys to talk about because I still feel like there's a lot of work to be done in all of them. When you read through them, they are not clear, they're not straightforward, and just going to keep leading to confusion with your staff and the community. People don't know what you mean when you say non-explicit descriptions of sexual acts. What is that? Give an example. Implied written description of sexual acts. What is that? Give an example. Because all of us probably have a very different opinion on that. Now, in the last meeting when it was said that that was the only change that was made to this, why are people so worried about the resources? One, all of you should be fully aware of books where last copy is being removed. If you think it's just the 15, you're wrong. You need to look into it. And these exact phrases were brought up repeatedly while you were writing this policy by community members, librarians, and administration, and you ignored it. This is why we have this problem. The surveys, you've added in text under surveys, which I still don't understand why it's in there, around board approval of all instructional programs. What does that have to do with surveys? That's much broader than surveys, but it's in there. And now board approves it, even when the superintendent doesn't. You guys approve it. So you've inserted yourself at a level where you never were before and don't need to be. Also, any changes are now approved by the board, but only major changes need the superintendent's approval. So you're overreaching. I have no idea how you guys are going to manage this, how you're even going to police it. The bathroom policy, it is illegal. You're choosing your personal stance on gender and gender identity over being responsible for the district, and most importantly, just protecting and being kind to these students in the school. That's such an easy choice. I don't know why it's so difficult for you. How are you going to enforce this? Are people going to be checking pants before children go into the bathroom? You're going to be relying on students to tell on each other. It's the only way to enforce this policy. What kind of environment are you creating in this school when that's what you're encouraging? And then just finally, it's really frustrating that you guys do not answer emails with specific questions to you around topics, and they just completely get ignored. You also don't answer questions in the meeting. You kind of do, but not really. And so it's really frustrating. I'd like Mr. Reese to please address why that communication is completely broken down. Thank you.